Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Gorgeous Gold. I just first want to begin by saying thank you so much to anybody who supported me. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for you. If you are new to this channel and this message resonates, then please hit that subscribe button. I'm coming on tonight to do my message to Divine Feminine. This is a general reading, so it can apply to any area of your life. We're going to go ahead and get started. I want to ask the universe to place a bubble around me and anyone that is tuning into this video. Fill that bubble with bright white lights, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may attach. As I'm shuffling, the Justice card fell out, Divine Feminine. I feel like you guys got that last week too. What else is going on for my DFs? What else is going on? The Six of Swords, moving away. Making the decision to walk away. We have the Star card is our overall outcome. And the King of Swords. Alright, Divine Feminine, I said this last week, but your message is kind of mirroring. And then clarifying is the Emperor, or grounding the whole reading. You're in this energy of this justice space, which is basically you are taking stock of your life and you are making decisions on things that are taking place based on the facts, not based on how you felt about it, not based on what you thought would happen, not based on how you thought that this should play out. You're looking at the fact, and I really feel like this is in regards for some of you guys to relationships. Like, you're looking around and you're remembering your own power, or you're literally taking stock and you're like, look, this relationship honestly has never served me. Here I am at this time and in this space, and I still feel the same way that I felt from this time. Or maybe it's vice versa. The relationship serves you really well, but I see it as an energy of you are making a decision now to walk away from something based on the facts of the situation, not based on how you thought that it was going to go, based on what you've actually seen and what is actually taking place in the present moment. Also, with the Justice energy, I feel like you as a person are moving in the Justice energy, like you are embodying the Justice energy. Basically meaning that if something is not in alignment with, like if something presents itself to you in a way that it seems like it's bullshit, you're literally calling it. What I just heard is if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. That's how you're feeling. You're looking at everything. Like before, Divine Feminine, you would try to give people a chance. So just because they made a mistake when you first met them, you'd be like, oh, well, maybe it was just bad timing. This doesn't happen. Like, no, you're not moving in that space anymore. Pretty much if they do something that does not resonate with your energy, when you notice it, you're done. You're walking away quick. You're getting out of any situations before they even have the opportunity to fuck you over. Six of Swords is coming out next. So it's like I said, the Justice energy is here to say, what are the facts of every situation? What are the facts of how this person makes me feel? What are the facts of how our connection flows, or how this is moving for me? What are the facts behind my job? How does it make me feel? How does my boss treat me? Like, what do I gain from being in this job? What do I gain from leaving this job? It's like you're making pros and cons lists. But whatever you decide, the alternate option, you will move away from it. So pretty much, if this is a connection, let's say you have 2 options, because I feel like some of you guys do. You have 2 options for which way to go. You're making decisions now to move in this direction, and you're letting the other you're moving away from the other direction. It's like you have no more space, no more time, no more energy to put into things that just they're not where you're trying to go. So you're literally taking the lessons from them and you're moving away. The King of Swords was the next card to come out. The King of Swords coming out in this reading is perfect because you're sitting on your throne and you literally are not afraid of cutting anything out. It's like you have this strength behind you. It's literally like you're done. You are done bullshitting. You're done being Mr. Nice Guy. You're done trying to like keep things in your life that have kept you trapped, and keep certain mindsets and certain relationships, whatever it is for you, keeping that there when you know it's long overdue. So I feel like this week especially, you're sitting on this throne, and if it has constantly left you in a place of feeling depleted, feeling empty, feeling like you were less than, feeling like you weren't moving in alignment with who you're trying to be, you're cutting it out. You literally are sitting on your throne and you're like, I'm done. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of feeling depleted. I'm tired of feeling empty. I want fulfillment in my life. And that, my friend, is why we have the star as the overall outcome. Divine Feminine, you have been doing so much healing throughout your entire journey. And this is nothing different. But this energy is so powerful because I feel that it is you taking your power back. And this is crazy. I just did a personal reading today. And it's kind of the same energy that I'm feeling in this reading. It's just like taking your power back after all of these years of feeling depleted, after all of these years of feeling like you weren't good enough, or like you weren't going to have the things that you wanted, or have the things that you're waiting for, having the things that you felt that you were going to have at this point in your life. You're done with that. You're done feeling like I'm never going to have what I dreamed of because this is just my life now. This is what I'm meant to do. This is who I'm going to be. You're done with that, Divine Feminine. Clarity on that justice energy. Clarity on the justice. Oh, that's way too many cards. Clarity on justice. Clarity on the justice card. Okay. The Six of Swords is clarifying justice. Wow, Six of Swords coming out 2 times. Clarity on the Six of Swords is the Ace of Swords. There is a lot of air energy here. Clarity on the King of Swords. Wow. The Five of Pentacles and the Chariot. And last but not least, clarity on the Star card. Yes, the Two of Cups. So guys, the Justice card was clarified by the Six of Swords, and that is double confirmation because we already know the Six of Swords already has come out. You're literally putting down these barriers, putting down the walls that you've built, and honestly, you're done making decisions based on your heart. Yes, our emotions are important to us, but sometimes we get stuck in loops of seeing things through the potential that our heart feels rather than seeing things through the reality of what is happening. So what that means is basically you hold on to certain relationships for the potential of what they could be, never actually realizing that the situations may very well be toxic, or they can just be, in general, not in alignment with you. Same with the job. You hold on to the job because every week they tell you, oh, well, this is going to happen if you stay here. But then the next week rolls by and it's not what happens. And then you find yourself back in this trapped energy. You're done with those kinds of situations and you're straight saying, you know what? I have to put these barriers down and I have to face the reality of what the situation is. This is what keeps happening. Every time I've given this job another try, this happens. I find myself back into this stuck energy. Every time I give this relationship another chance, I continuously do not feel good. I'm constantly getting back into loops. This is about you for once and for all making decisions on certain cycles, because Divine Feminine, you've been on a constant path of healing. You know that. You've constantly been healing. You've been going through the ups and the downs of this spiritual journey. And with every up comes a down, and with every down comes an up. But it's important for us to take the lessons from all of those. In Divine Feminine, I feel like you've been holding on to a lot of lessons and holding on to a lot of different things that needed to go because you've lost so much. Oh, sorry, it's really storming out. But because you've lost so much along the way. So it's like you hold on to certain things because you didn't want to lose anything else. It was like you felt like, I felt a sense of fear, like you were fearing that if you let certain things go, then what would you have to hold on to, because you've already lost so many things along this journey. So you're like, I need this one little bit for myself. I need to hold on to this because, it's going to get better. It's not going to be like this. I'm growing. This person's going to grow, or I'm growing and I'm speaking my truth on my job. So now they're going to treat me better. Like, no. When you have to let something go, you have to let something go. And this week, Divine Feminine, I feel like you are ready. You've gotten into the space of like, you know what? It's a duck. I can't hold on to it anymore. I've got to let it go. The Six of Swords, this card is clarified by the Ace of Swords. So it's like I said, I feel this week there's just some kind of intuitive message that's going to flow into you. Maybe it's not intuitive. It could very well be an air sign that's going to speak something to you, or you're just going to hear some kind of truth, and it's causing you to speak in your truth and move away from those things that are not in alignment with your truth. You're literally, Divine Feminine, just getting into the space of reaching divine timing and seeing that things are going to play out the way that they're supposed to play out. So your journey here and your only job at this time in this space in your life is to move towards your truth and move away from everything that is not that. Divine Feminine, it's okay to lose the things that do not serve us. Think about it. Along this journey, we haven't lost anything that was in alignment with us. We've only lost those things that have weighed us down. We've only lost those things that have kept us stuck in cycles we didn't want to repeat. We've only lost those things that didn't really ultimately mean us well. There are forces working beyond our human minds. There are forces working beyond what we think is supposed to happen. And now you're in a space of being able to see that. Now you're in the space of like, okay, I see it now. I see that this wasn't supposed to be going with me, and I have to move away from it. I have to walk away. I also feel like with the Ace of Swords, whatever you're moving away from, you're going to be very blunt with it. It's not like oh, I'm sorry, I'm just, I'm taking a break from you. You're going to tell them, or the job, or whatever this is for you, like, look, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. You're not in alignment with my truth, and I can no longer sit and pretend that I'm okay with the way that things are flowing and with the way that things are going. You're standing up, and your truth shall set you free, Divine Feminine. Your truth shall set you free. It's like you speak this truth and instantly hop in the boat. Hop in that boat and move away. You're like, you know what? Let me get this off my chest. And maybe you're not even going to tell that person. It could just simply be that you write a letter, or you're not going to tell your job. You write a letter and you burn it, or you write a letter and you keep it, or whatever you do, or you do verbally tell the person. But either way, your truth is being released from your body, and it instantly allows you to move away from the things that have been keeping you trapped, and take those lessons with you. The King of Swords is clarified by the Chariot and the Five of Pentacles. So I love to see this energy for the simple fact of you're moving away from the Five of Pentacles once you decide to sit on your throne and speak your truth. So it's like I said, truth shall set you free this week, Divine Feminine. That is the message that I keep hearing. The truth shall set you free. You've constantly found yourself in the Five of Pentacles because whatever this was that you were holding on to, you should have known that you were supposed to let it go. So the universe constantly sent you messages, and I mean constantly sent you messages. It was like every day something new was coming into your mind. So you were like, oh, maybe I can keep it around, and then the universe will show you something else about it. Or you were like, well, maybe this should happen, and the universe showed you something else about it. It was non-stop. So you are now moving away from the Five of Pentacles energy and straight towards your intuitive thoughts, straight towards your intuitive messages and what you're supposed to be doing. This is about divine guidance. This is about leading your life through your intuition and not being fearful any longer, not wondering and worrying about the thoughts and opinions of others, and not staying stuck in this energy of feeling left out in the cold, or stuck in this energy of constantly feeling doom and doubt and just dreary. I feel like now that you're able to identify the toxic behaviors or the toxic situations in your life, and that you're cutting them out even more, it moves you so quickly away from the Five of Pentacles energy that it almost feels unreal. It's like you literally are going to blink and your whole situation's going to change just because you made the one decision to cut the shit out. Cut all of that negative toxicity out of your life. You've made the decision, and instantly the Chariot picks you up. It's like you're at the airport and you just made the decision to get on the plane, and when you fly wherever you're going, you move in there. Like, you're done. You're done, 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 done. You're cutting the cords. And I also see that. Like, I see spiritual cord cutting this week for you, Divine Feminine. You are cutting those cords and severing ties to not only people, but to karmic debt that you've owed, family, generational curses. You're cutting ties. You're literally slicing, symbolically, metaphorically, and spiritually, cutting cords that have kept you trapped to something that you didn't need any longer. And last but not least, we have the Star clarified by the Two of Cups. You don't look back. You don't. You cut the cords. You cut whatever it's been holding you back, whatever's been weighing you down. I kind of felt the Eight of Swords right there, where she has the blindfold on, but you're cutting the bondages and the blindfold off, literally, and you don't look back. The Two of Cups is ultimate balance. The Two of Cups is a relationship that is bountiful and in alignment with who you are. The Two of Cups is beautiful. It really is. It's another card to me for wish fulfillment. It's another card that symbolizes that the light at the end of the road is a very beautiful one, and it's one that you will treasure, and it's one that is in the highest alignment with your whole self. So if that is a relationship for you, that is a relationship that is above anything you've ever felt or known, Divine Feminine. You're awakening in a different way, and your truth is truly setting you free. So we're going to get an Isis Oracle card for you. Isis Oracle. I'm going to have an Isis Oracle card. An Isis Oracle card. Isis Oracle card for the Divine Feminine. Sorry guys, this reading's kind of short and to the point, but I only do what I'm called to do. The Eye of Horus. Okay. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You're gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. The Oracle of the Eye of Horus is a stamp of divine encouragement, approval, and protection. If you have been wondering about your divine path, about whether you have genuine gifts of healing and insights to share, about whether your inner perception is actually true insight, and whether you will be protected spiritually in certain matters or situations, then this oracle is confirmation for you. You also have guidance that your inner sight is expanding yet again, taking a turn on a higher twist of the spiral of perception. These are the gifts of higher clairvoyance, pure knowing, divination, and divine communion, and they all flow in truth from the fountain of your heart. You can expect these gifts to grow, and as a result to see with even more detachment, accuracy, and clear knowing. It is important that you trust this inner sight and come from your heart. This will ensure that your sight is accurate and helpful. Inner sight will never judge or harm another, but it will certainly help you discern the underlying truth of situations and relationships so that you can make wise decisions. This oracle is confirmation that you have spiritual gifts of healing and perception that can serve your own life path and that of others when you use them from love. Trust that Horus will protect you as you move forward on your path, and opportunities will come at the perfect time. The divine sun will shine on you, gifting you with your time in the sun. So have faith, beloved. This oracle is confirmation that the divine is looking out for you and will guide and protect you through your intuition. Your inner voice will tell you everything you need to know in a timely manner. Finally, this oracle is also an indicator over a triumph over darker energies and emotions. Whether you have been struggling with psychological darkness, unfulfilling habits, patterns of subversive or undermining behavior within yourself, or from toxic relationship patterns with others, or with organizations or groups within society, know that you will triumph, and the sun, the truth, the light will prevail. Pray for protection, clear insight, and trust your inner guidance. You will triumph in light over any darkness. Your success and growth are assured. All right, Divine Feminine. I think that reading was very accurate for what I just said, and that card was perfect to sum it up. I love you guys. Please make sure you subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.